Alright, so take two. So we are now going live. Just wait for Andrew to come in. So let's give him a quick message. Hello, how are you going? Just wait for the man himself to join in with the chat, and we'll grab him on. There he is. Right. Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. Long time no see.
I reckon. Been a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years. Now, been right there. Last time I saw you be at Wild. Yeah, 2 years ago. That's how long it was.
Really? Was it only 2 years ago that I was at WoW?
No, maybe three. Maybe it's 3 years
Yeah, I
ago.
haven't been there for a while. It's been a couple.
Yeah, probably about three. Last year got cancelled anyway. So and
It
of
did,
it
and it
just
just got postponed
uh,
like 2 days ago or yesterday or something.
yeah, man, that kind of sucked. But hey, what can you do? Just it's the way it is these days. You got to
Yeah,
make the most of it, I guess. So how are things anyway? Been good?
yeah, not too bad, man. Obviously lockdown.
Yeah.
Last day before though, so that's all right.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Then
Uh, Making
do we
progress.
we have takeaways tomorrow? Oh, yeah. So what's gonna be your first takeaway you're gonna get?
Probably Frisco fish and chips down in Lyle
Oh yeah,
Bay.
yeah,
You tried that?
they're awesome, man. They're so nice, man.
So good. There's such fresh, fresh
So,
produce.
especially they have the Greek donut right next door as well. So you get your fish and chips. They get you dessert on the way home, which is awesome.
Usually Friday nights or something, I think.
Yeah, man. Yeah, since Friday night. Yeah, no, those guys are great. Anyway, why you give us a quick intro of who you are and what you do, bro?
What'd you
Oh,
say?
oh yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say? Sorry. Can you just
So
repeat?
just do a quick intro so people who's watching right now who doesn't know who you are, just say what kind of things you do. Give us a brief intro.
Yeah. My name's Andrew from Wellington. So I'm a performer mainly. That's my base. Um, it's usually based around movement, and I come from dance as my background. And then I've kind of moved my way into film work and into stunt work over the last couple of years. And yeah, I've kind of centered myself around that kind of career path now, and I'm just trying to make a bit of progress in that industry and see how far my dance skills can take me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a bit of a long road to get there, that's for sure. But it really feels like my calling, which is good. It feels like it's meant to be, and yeah, hopefully lockdowns end soon. There'll be some more work going on, and we can get back
yeah,
on the path of making it work.
yeah, man. I mean, like from what I can tell, the stunt group is quite a tight knit group in New Zealand. So to get in there is pretty hard to get work in there. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is a really tight knit group, and it's really hard to get into.
Mm,
It definitely, like, some people have different paths than others, and
mm,
a lot easier to get
yeah,
in. It's all about timing, more or less, and kind of what you look like, which is a bit.
yeah, that does
But
help. I mean, like as I say, like that's the film industry for you. You know, it's all about timing. It's about being in the right place at the right time. It's about knowing the right people.
yeah,
Is that whole thing, eh? Is
yeah. And
but
so
but
I found dance really. It set me up pretty well. I don't know, for that kind of world, because in dance it's similar. You don't have to. It's all about networking, and it's all
yeah,
about kind of creating connections, I guess, with
yeah.
those in the industry, and gaining trust. But I guess as well, your performance kind of has to speak for that too.
Oh yeah, big
So,
time.
to
Yeah, I
look
mean
like,
like oh yeah, I mean like it's who you know will get you through the front door, and then it's up to you to to present yourself and to work your butt off to make sure you stay there. That's the hard part. You know.
indeed,
Some people get there and they're like, "Yeah, I'm here, just gonna sit back and relax." But that's not how it works. Once you get into the industry, you have to work even harder to stay in. You know,
that's right. Hard
it's not
work
like,
again. So,
yeah, man. That's when it starts.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so anyway, let's talk about so your studies. Did you went to dance school, or what do you do to get started?
Yeah, so I guess how far back do you want to go?
I just go to uni, bro. Don't go too far back.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, New Zealand School of Dance, where I chose to train. I left high school a year early, and I auditioned to get into the School of Dance. So yeah, quite a lot of people audition for that place, like a couple hundred from New Zealand and Australia, and then they usually only take about 25 to 30 people in a year group.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be a ballet dancer for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Which is great. I was doing quite a lot of ballet in my training. But once I got in and once I kind of started to, well, actually before that, once I saw what contemporary dance was like, I liked the kind of, I guess, the freer range of movement that came with that. So I chose the contemporary course, or I auditioned for the contemporary course, got accepted, and started my training and was going really well. And then in the second year, I had a bit of an accident and I broke my leg.
Oh, Jesus.
I broke my leg skateboarding, which was a bit of a shame on the way to on the way to dance school on a Monday morning, which was funny. Yeah, and so that sent me back quite a bit, and I had to take the rest of the year off, and then repeat my second year of training, and then did my third year after that, and that ended up being about 4 years. So I got my diploma, at the end of that course.
Yeah, nice. That's cool, man. I mean, like, I do feel that contemporary is a lot more freedom. Where I don't know much about ballet, but I see like ballet is quite structured. But where we do contemporary, you get more artistic license to express yourself, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. It's the range of, I guess, the variations and how you can move and how you can express yourself is a lot wider in contemporary. Ballet's awesome. It's been there for hundreds of years, and it's got a lot of traditions to it, and it's got a lot of respect. I definitely wouldn't be the dancer or the mover I am today without ballet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is it?
But it wasn't quite. I needed to move outside of that world.
Yeah. I guess it's nice to have the structure and the fundamental of dancing. I guess that's what ballet provided. You start from the bottom. You learn. It's the same with art. You learn this fundamental stuff first. You can't start running before you start walking. So you have to start from the bottom and work your way up, I guess. And I guess ballet give you the base, give you the structure and the discipline. I would say discipline to carry on. Right. That's all.
Right. Ballet discipline is very. I can relate it quite a lot to like a martial art discipline. It's quite. You've really got to be focused and respectful and attentive when you're.
It's all about postures as well, man. Those ballet dancers, the postures are perfect. I'm like constantly slouching. It's always.
Well, no, it's funny, because I actually found from doing ballet for so many years and being so upright and in a good posture, that once I stopped doing ballet, my body went in the opposite direction. So it resisted being straight, and I do sit like this, and so I've had to, over the last few years, really try and kind of drill that back into myself. Because I've noticed I'm getting a bit lazy in terms of
I'm the same. Also with work, everything I do is kind of like this kind of like movement where I'm always crouching over and doing detail work. And every time I step myself, okay, shoulders back, get your back straight, stop, hunching so much, hunchback. Come on. Hey man, it's quite cool. It's all this stuff on internet where you can buy a little beeper that that give you a vibrate if you hunch too much. So it's quite funny.
Sure. Like just electric shock collar for dogs.
Yeah. No, it's like a sticky pad that you stick in the middle of your back between the shoulder blades. It must feel when there's no contact, when you go like this, it must vibrate to remind you to hunchback or something. I saw it on it came up on one of my newsfeed on Facebook. I was like, that's quite cool. But I said electric shot would be way better, way more incentive. You get electric shot.
Don't know how many electric shocks you could handle in a day.
But you post up your heart after the first few. Bang. Anyway, obviously, you went on from dancing, and So when you discovered that you want to get into film, when that start?
So yeah, so I carried on with dancing for a while. I had a pretty good, had a successful, more or less, 7-year kind of professional dance career, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And I traveled the world. I went around, went around the world a couple of times with a few different dance companies, representing New Zealand, which was pretty cool. Got to, we performed a haka at the America's Cup over in San Francisco. Did a few different things, and then I landed a job with Disneyland in Tokyo, over in Japan, and that was a big contract. That was 12 months performing and 2 months rehearsal, so it was like a year and a half, more or less. And that was really testing. Like, it was amazing being over in Japan, obviously.
And, Japan's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I would live there again.
Yeah. The culture is so extreme, eh? Like Japanese culture, there's the highly formal Japanese, and there's the extreme rebellion. There's not much in between.
Yeah, you're right.
It's quite black and white. Yeah,
it's what's so beautiful. It's so different, and there's so much to learn from them. So I was over there, and anyway, that was like the pinnacle for me. I had that vision when I was quite young, that I was going to dance at Disneyland in Tokyo. That was like 10 years old. I saw that happening. So to actually fulfill that was pretty awesome for me. Unfortunately, it as we were talking about creative freedom, it doesn't give you much. It didn't give me much creative flow. Like it was very regimented. It was a show that we were performing that had been around for 10 years. And they hadn't changed any of the choreography. And we were literally just kind of stepping into a character or role that was already created. So I didn't get much creative fulfillment through that job. Unfortunately, through the performing side, but it was it was a big eye opener, as I guess, to what I really valued as a performer. And so by the end of that contract, I guess we were performing 5 shows a day, 5 days a week.
Oh, she is doing the same thing every day.
The same thing, except we had different characters within the show, so it was a little bit of variation. But the same show, it was all in Japanese, so we were like singing Japanese lyrics and.
Oh, nice. What show was it? Is it like it?
It was called One Man's Dream 2. And it's like a medley of Disney scenes, and so I played like Prince Charming and Captain Hook.
Oh, nice. That's a big contrast. That's quite cool.
So in one show, for one scene you'd be all, proper and Prince Charming, and then you'd be like, "Yar," doing stuff. So
just make sure you don't mix them up, mix up the line by mistake. So,
exactly. I mean, it was pretty funny. We had some fun with it. Like, there was some good times we had. But at the end of the 12 months, I think I had performed about 1,200 shows, more or less, to over about 2 million plus people throughout that time.
Jesus.
And it was a lot. It was so, and it's hard to say, but it kind of killed the passion of dance a little bit for myself and what I got from it.
I guess you have to experience that to learn that. If you didn't do it, you would never learn that. Hey, this is not where I want to be. You have to kind of do that.
I think you're right. Like I've always had a lot of passion for dance, but it I think it's changed for me. Like it evolved, and so I started to get a few different signals from it. So I came out of that contract feeling a bit down on myself. A few things happened while I was overseas, where family and health problems, life kind of caught up a bit. So I had to come back to New Zealand, more or less, and really start to sink my teeth back into the industry here. And then when I realised that I just wasn't in the right headspace. I wasn't where I used to be in dance. So I sat around for a bit. Actually, I got quite depressed. I had a real lull in my life for a couple of years, and then through that, I realised that I can't just chuck these skills away. I can't just take a different direction. I spent you know, far too much energy and time
Yeah.
and passion
Yeah.
working on my craft and my movement. So yeah, I had a friend who started to do a couple of little stunt jobs, and he kind of opened my eyes up to stunt work, and that's where the kind of journey to transition into stunts
Yeah.
really started for myself. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I mean, like, as I said, like, it's one of those things in life where, as I said, like, you have a vision of what's going to be, but not until you live it, that's when you realize either it's perfect for you or, hold on, it's not what I want to do. But as I said, I mean, like, you work way too hard, too many years, and to just
yeah,
for the user experience. I would say, people ask me, look, I want to get into the film industry. How do I get in? This is like from 16, 17-year-old kids.
right,
And I would say, keep crafting, keep drawing, but go and explore the world first.
totally, yeah,
For me to be, of course, an artist, you can be a beautiful drawer, you can be a beautiful technician, but you want to have that life experience. For me, you need that, probably more important than your artistic skill. Because you can learn your skills, how to draw, how to paint, how to dance, maybe. But if
yeah,
you haven't got the world experience behind you, I don't think you'd be the same artist as you are if you have, traveled the world, go through some hardships, some good times. I think like those
yeah.
experiences definitely make you who you are as an artist, in a way.
Yeah, I put so much to traveling, like in terms of refining who I was as a person and just who I was
Yeah,
as an artist as well. It
yeah,
really to see the different cultures and stuff, and then to come back to and try bring that back to New Zealand was
yeah,
really it really opened my eyes up. So yeah, I think you're right, and it's like in the stunt industry where like it's good to be good at everything. It's good to
yeah,
be good and be a little bit good at everything,
yeah.
but you really need a base skill that you're masterful at, or that you're
Oh,
able
yeah.
to bring
Go back.
as a special talent, or that you're
Yeah,
known for, or
yeah, yeah,
otherwise it's quite hard to kind of, I guess, stay relevant
yeah,
in the film industry, as you know, like it moves along so
yeah.
quickly
It
and
does do, yeah.
chop and change like this,
But
and
that, for me, that's the fun part. Is that it's not I wouldn't say fear, but the excitement that you have to update your skills and stay relevant. For me, I take it as a challenge because like, otherwise you just stay in the same spot for your whole career. For me, I'll be a costumer for the rest of my life. That's what I do. But no, I want the challenge of having to explore different technique. To have to improve my skills and have to make connection with different people. That's for me. That's the fun of it. Otherwise, it's just a job.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and you definitely don't want it to fall into that, yeah, just a job kind of category.
yeah,
That's what I really found was, when I was going through my lull,
yeah,
I wanted to upskill in life because I'd spent so much time focusing on dance and just dance. It's kind of like my life skills had taken the back seat. So
yeah,
I really wanted to upskill that side, and then
yeah,
stunts kind of coincided with that because that whole kind of new skill adoption and trying new things and upskilling in that area, it really married up quite nicely. So I think that's why I
yeah.
kind of started to make some ground in it, which was
Yeah, man. There was a question here. Yes, Children's Street is still going. So yes, it's still in New Zealand and it's still going strong, that show. Someone just mentioned Children's Street. So
oh right.
it's like a random pop question. Yeah, I mean like, so what was your first like stunt gig that you did?
My first stunt gig.
Yeah,
So I kind of had I had a day. Do you remember the Deadlands, the TV series that
yeah,
came
yeah,
out
yeah.
years
Yeah, man.
ago? Not the movie,
Yeah,
the TV series.
yeah,
It kind of popped on TVNZ on demand.
yeah,
I popped up for a bit of extra work on that.
yeah,
And this was when I was really trying to just get well rounded and do whatever I could to get my
yeah,
my skills in the door.
yeah,
And I was really adamant to take myself up to the stunt coordinator and say what up and
yeah,
say
man.
I'd really like to get into this industry. How can I
Yeah,
make
yeah,
that happen? and that was Glenn Levy, so he was coordinating the episode I think that I was doing. And he was really lovely, and he gave me an opportunity on the last day of the week that I was working on it to do a stunt. Like he kind of chucked me in with the other stunt performers.
Yeah,
it was really cool actually. We were like these kind of half dead zombie people in the underworld, and we had come up and we were chasing these humans, I guess, through a scene, and I got to climb up the side of this tower, and one of the main characters had a big patu and struck me across the face, and I had to put fake blood in my mouth, and I had to spit it when I got hit across the face and stuff. And that was really, really exciting. That was my first, like, very first kind of initial shot at doing something in stunts, and that really, I was like, yo, this is wicked.
That's me. Well, that's how it is, man. You have to be fearless in this industry. You know, I wouldn't say shameless, because that's probably a bad word, but fearless. You have to like able to, as you said, talk to the fight coordinator and look, oi, I'm here, give me a go. You know, I'm keen. Without being pushy. That's a fine line of being keen without being pushy. There's some people, they find that line really hard to get to. You know, you can be too pushy or too arrogant. You can't be that. You have to be like, oh, I'm here. That looks so cool. Give me a go. You know, you have to come in with passion and excitement.
Yeah, it's a fine balance there. You gotta say, look, I'm here if you need, but you know, if you don't need me, that's also cool. Instead of kind of like, you know, constantly tapping on the, I don't know. It's a fine skill that is. I think it's unique to every individual as well. Yeah,
you have to be yourself for one. You know, if you're that kind of person, you have to show your persona, who you are. Don't try to be like, I'm the man, when you're not, because you can find out pretty quickly. You know, it's that whole thing. Pretend till you make it. For me, it doesn't work that way, because once you get the chance to make it and you can't do what you said you can do, then you're pretty much going to be like,
you got to back yourself.
Yeah, man. Be confident, but don't oversell yourself when you haven't got the skills to back it up.
Yeah, totally. Apparently, I look a bit like the Bollywood actor Salman Khan. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, neither do I. But hey, that's not bad. He must be good if you know who he is.
I get Rami Malek is quite an often that I'm compared to.
So I had a little taste of stunt work on Mulan. That was fun. You know, I was extra on Mulan. That's why hence the hat. So obviously we worked on Mulan at work, at a waiter, and obviously being Asian and kind of like a normal build, I was the body. They used me as body double to take progress pictures to send to the client.
Oh, nice.
And one day I was in the full kit up, just walking around the workshop, and I go to the photo studio, and someone said to me, "Oh, you just got to be an extra in the movie. You know, you'll love it." And I said, "No, I want to be an extra, man. I just want, make the cool stuff and carry on." And then I think about a month out before they start shooting, you know what? What's the chance of making the costume and being in the movie as well? So emailed them, "Hey, my name is Sanat. I work at the workshop. I'm Asian. Can I be in the movie?" That's my email.
And they were like, "Yep."
You might know Sarah, so she mentioned, "Oh yeah, send me your headshot." I said, "Oh, just go look at the production picture. That's me." Oh, okay.
Just missed out on Mulan, eh?
Gotta be down south together. It was awesome down there.
No, definitely just missed that one. My first proper stunt job as a stunty was which was the last couple have been filmed in London.
Yeah, so we can't say too much, but it's look exciting. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. I think that part's out in the open, but that was a really big kind of like pat myself on the back for that one, because it was to finally get a stunt call up was a big achievement of mine after all the years of trying to network and trying to make it the industry.
And it's nice. It's in Wellington as well, so it's close to home. Rather have to move away. I say to go back to Mulan. Obviously, most of the time when you have extras don't normally fight with the stunt people. Normally extras stay with themselves and stunts stay with stunt. But we got to fight the Mongolian stuntman on Mulan.
Really?
Yeah, man. So some of us, maybe about 10 of us, got paired up with like Mongolian stuntmen.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like, and my dude, he was solid, man. He was like, he's the policeman. He was the Mongolian wrestling champion.
yeah. You're right.
It was like, all right, and there was no English spoken. It's a lot of so like, or a lot of like reactions. So he will like get his sword and start swinging it at me. If I don't block it fast enough, I'll just get hit. That's
Yeah.
what. So
Okay.
so there was no 1, 2, 3, 4. He was like, okay, action. He just started throwing. I was like, oh, I
Really?
had to react, yeah, man, which was
I
cool.
heard
But
those
like,
guys are quite full on.
oh,
Yeah.
they're awesome, and they're like, during takes, most stuntmen, I'm beat. I'm just going to lie down. But not these guys. They start wrestling each other in between takes.
And you can't, yeah, that's an interesting position to be in as well when you're fighting them, because it's like, it's not like you can say, if they don't speak English, you can say,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not very experienced at this. Can you just take it
Yeah.
easy?
Yeah.
They go
Yeah.
for it.
And this one part, so he hit me with a sword, and then I had a shield, so I blocked with my shield. I had my spear up. He grabbed my spear, threw that spear away. So all I had on was my shield. I was like constantly blocking for about 3, 4 shots until I got my sword out. And these weren't like soft. He wasn't going 50%. It was going at least 80 to 90%. I felt those blows like boom, boom, boom.
You're just holding on for dear life, trying to actually block real hits.
Yeah, man. I was like physically like fighting for my life pretty much. If one of those blows hit me, I'll be pretty much concussed or gone. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I said it was so much fun, man. I mean, like, it was like probably the best experience I had in my life. Cause like, as I was talking to one of the guys who actually speak English, I was like, this is like being 9 again. It's like being a little kid. Cause like, I remember being 9, put a bucket on my head and run around with my friends with like sticks and rulers, pretend to be like soldiers and fighting around in the field. This is like we're getting paid to wear the armor that I made and some of the props that I helped build, and get to fight Mongolian stuntmen in the big Disney movies. I was like, what?
Yeah, they were like, it's literally like playing make believe, eh? And
yeah, man.
Mates and
it's just like boys being boys. It's just like,
totally, man. It's but a satisfying part of the job. You just kind of you stop every now and then and you look around and you go, are we getting paid to do this?
Man.
It's,
and we're like, also like being in location down in Queenstown as well. It's crazy. I mean, like, obviously our core times are 3:30 in the morning, which is a bit sucks. But you go there, you jump on set, you get your costume on, and every day I got to saw the most beautiful sunrise every day, and and you go and you see the beautiful sunset. So it was like the best office to be in. This is my.
You had quite a fair way to travel as well, like before you got to set.
Yeah, so, it depends. Cause like, obviously the actors, they will stay in houses surrounding where the shoot is down in Waimara, where some our extras, we were staying in the hotels. So some in Twice, some in Tekapo, and some. So we had to travel in quite a long way.
Yeah. Okay. Far. Right.
But I said, man, it was like American like camp. It was like that's kind of like you go to camp for a few weeks. That's how I feel. You go on a boys trip for like 6 weeks. That's how I feel. That was me.
Nice. Yeah, there were some hard long days I can imagine in the cold as well.
Oh, one of the days we were filming in this like in a farm, and it's in the like a valley next to it's like a river, and one of the days it was snowing, and you can see the snowstorm coming towards you. You can see like getting darker and darker and darker, and we'll be like rehearsal. I was like, come on, say shoot, the snow's coming. And they'll say action. We do like one take, then we just be covered in snow. So we're doing that 300, high shield thing. Like we're hiding behind a shield when the snowstorm coming. Yeah, then they'll go cut, get out. They'll get the leaf blower and blow all the snows away.
Really?
And, like, oh, rehearse. Why are we rehearsing? The snowstorm's still coming. Come on, let's go action. But it was, as I say, like, it's one of those life-changing experiences that I was so happy that I did. Obviously, as you said, sometimes some days could be really long, some could be really cold. But I say is you look back on the experience, man. You know, also as you said on Avatar, on the other one you just done, looking back on that, you don't take it for granted. You know, it's so cool for us to have a chance to do something cool like that.
It's a defining moment, eh? It really becomes a defining moment, and like, just what you experience on the job. Did you have night shoots?
So yeah, for me, like as I said, like, it's something that you can like tell your kids and your grandkids about. You know.
Yeah, 100%. I was just going to ask, did you have to do any night shoots on Mulan?
Not while we're down south. Oh, no, not alive. No, we did all day shoots down Queenstown. I did one night shoot up in Auckland. It was like the big celebration scene, but otherwise it's all day shoot for me.
Yeah, okay. Night shoots, they're hard, man. I just did a project, and we did 14 days of night shoots. I don't think it was 14 days straight, but it was gnarly. Like the impact that it has on your body, including like the impact of the environment if you're outdoors. Like it really takes it out of you. It can be amazing. Like, and I think that's why the experience sticks with you so much, is because you really get taken back by the exertion of energy that you put into the work that you're doing, and you don't have a life outside of it per se. You're just absorbed into that world for that period of time. So,
but what's great is it's not just you. You're doing it with a bunch of boys. You know, you become like a little family. You kind of like it's like actually going to war together. That's how I feel. You know, this is how and
that's kind of what the dance industry was like, to be honest, as well. In a sense, not quite in the same context, but you create a little family. You create a little family with the project you're on, and you're really intensely working together for that period of time. And then all of a sudden, it gets to the end and it just drops off, and it's like the edge of a cliff. And we used to have a term called post-contract blues. So you'd always go through a period just after that job would finish of kind of not knowing what to do with yourself and feeling a little useless.
You're lost, a
little lost until you kind of start to blend back into everyday life. So that's kind of where
you are right now.
Was trying to get back into normal life.
We're the same. Like we said, for me personally, it's not the end of the job; it's the week before the job ends. That's when I get nervous. Could you know? Okay, this job's going to finish next week. What am I going to do after that? That's when you start to approach the other people like, okay, you guys need help in the paint department. You guys need help here, and there. You know, I'm lucky that I can do multiple things at the workshop, so I can get stationed somewhere else. But you do get that like that kind of nervousness, though. They kind of like, oh, this is finishing soon. What's going to happen? What am I going to do next? It's that feeling that it's half excitement and half fear, you know. But it's something that we signed up to, so we can't blame anyone else for having these kind of feeling. It's the lifestyle that we choose. But you know,
very true.
That's how it is. You know.
Where did we first meet? We first met.
On a job when you came for the American job too. Come on, we should go somewhere, but it hasn't gone anywhere yet.
2017, that was, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So you came in for
that job. That really opened my eyes up to. There was a lot of harness work on that job.
Yeah,
and that was the first time I'd really kind of delved into that side of stunts, and that's a big. That's what I like to think I specialize in now is harness work.
Yeah.
That really started my whole fascination with. But I remember meeting you on that, and it was cool to hang out for that month.
Those guys are a good bunch of guys. You know, the production guys, they're really cool. They're really nice and friendly. They always they're keen for you to do your best, and they always give you their best as well, which is really good.
The costumes were insane on that.
Oh, it was just foam, man. It could be way better.
That's a good point.
I just like the hoverboard.
That's right.
Yeah, that was cool. When you guys are gone, we just hooning around the warehouse on the night. So
I was getting real fast on it. I think at one point I was trying to get really.
It's quite scary though, because you have to be or to start is fine, but to stop, to get off, you have to be like quite cool. If you jump off, you go and flat your ass, so it's not good.
Yeah. And then the costume was quite, we had to not trip over the costume too, because you got caught under the wheels and
we try, we keep you guys on your toes. We can't have it too perfect. You have the element of danger in there. Like, oh, he could trip over.
You got to do the work as well. Yeah, we got to do some work.
Yeah, we need something for the blooper wheels. If you fall over, we can.
Yeah, I haven't seen that come to fruition, that one.
Yeah. All right. So how about so what would be your dream job to work on? Let's pick on a franchise. What would be a cool franchise you would love to work in?
Dream job. So I think, like Marvel would be pretty unreal in terms of the final product of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think as well, my dream job within stunts would be like a lead stunt double.
Oh, yeah.
Which I've actually had the chance to do already. I don't know if you saw my post the other day about the recent project that just came out. Mr. Corman, which is on Apple TV Plus, but I got to stunt double Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which was
nice,
pretty damn cool.
We
ended up looking quite similar in the end. But it wasn't such a big action-based series, so I didn't get to sink my teeth fully into it. But it was a good taste of what it would be like, and I think for my skill set or what I can bring from dance in terms of communicating and breaking down movement and like how to understand movement and teach that across to another person. Because that's kind of what stunt doubling is you go in and you like previs all the fights, or like you kind of work out how it's going to happen. And then the actor would come in and you'd have to break down the movement to kind of to them. Just in the language that they understand it, and then pass it on to help them perform the role. So I really, really enjoyed that, and I really think that stunt doubling for a lead in a Marvel movie would be.
Well, how about this? We'll pick a Marvel character. I'll make you the costume, and we can do a little show reel.
Okay.
Let's do it. No, that'll be awesome. We'll pick one. Pick one that has been made. We can do a Nova, the younger Nova. I made a Nova already.
Are you serious?
I made one, but I want to improve it. We can improve it, and we can do this wide work. He'll be flying and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, let's do that. That'll be me. Could we do Nova 2.0? Let's do this.
I've got some. Yeah, bro. I've got some. We've got some harnesses. I've got some mates. We've got some rope and some rigging gear.
We should. That'd be cool. Yeah. We're doing flying off and all right. This is good. Let's do this. All right, you guys heard it here first. It's going to happen.
I knew this conversation was meant to happen.
Man.
Yeah, because it's quite funny being in Wellington as a stunty. There's not much of a community here.
Could you guys know? I made that right.
Oh, true.
So maybe we could you and that and have a muck around with it. Obviously, you're probably a bit taller than me, but you should fit that one, all right?
Yeah, I reckon I could. Yeah, I might just stretch it out a little bit.
Man. Oh well, when lockdown finishes, we'll get you in it, see what it look like. Then we have a little muck around. It'd be quite cool.
Okay,
just do some show reel. Also, we'll do me morphing. Then you can jump in.
Yeah, me.
They'll say, "Yeah, I did that."
Yeah, I'm gonna have to brush up on my ninja moves.
Man, this is how it should be. It should be like the industry should be able to kind of work together. Obviously, that's how it is in the real world. Why not do it in our own hobby as well?
Yeah, totally.
Because that's what I find when I went to overseas conventions and people who are big fans of Weta Workshop, like, oh, I want to come to New Zealand. I want to work for Weta. How do I do it?
Yeah.
And this one time I was in Switzerland and I was there talking to this guy and he was standing right in front of his, they have a Swiss cosplay family group, right? So I told him to turn around. He said, what do you mean turn around? Turn around. Yeah, he turned around and look at your table. There's one guy doing sculpting with clay, one guy doing leather work, someone doing sewing. There's your workshop right here.
Well,
all you need is one person with an idea,
and
you guys put in maybe $100 each, get 10 of you, that's a grand. You know, you can make your own little movie. You know, why wait to come to New Zealand? You know, that's what I feel too. You know, there's enough of us here in this community that we can just make something cool. I mean, it can't be like I said, just a little showreel, little muck around. It doesn't have to be like a full-on movie or a short movie, but it's just about doing it. You know, just keeping it fun.
You just got to get out and do it. Eh? And that's the thing. Like, it seems just for the stunt industry, it seems like all the stunties are up in Auckland because there's a lot more work up there. Obviously, there's studios. So down in Wellington. There's a few of us, but we're just not as active as the Auckland stunt community. So to find another friend who's willing to kind of play around and
man,
jam.
I had so much fun on Mulan, you know, doing stuff like that. And obviously, I'd have a kickboxing background as well, so I was willing to learn some stuff. That's for sure. You know, it'd be cool fun, just have a little muck around.
Yes, sweet.
So just boys being boys, you know. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I've got some like old martial arts weapons that we could.
I got some lightsabers. We can jam with those. Watch out! It's gonna be like a whole mix, with like Marvel, Power Rangers, and Star Wars all mixed into one.
In one scene. No.
And we'll get sued by all the IP. We just call it Ready Player One, Part 2.
True. Just take all the licensing for all the different.
That was a cool movie. Yeah,
that was a wicked movie. I didn't actually see that movie for a while after it came out. I kept hearing about it from everybody. I was like, "What is this Ready Player One?" And I watched it, and I was like, "Man,
I mean, like for me, still the best part is when the guy jumped off the helicopter, then turned into a Gundam. I was like, "Oh yes."
That's right.
That was mean. It was like then obviously seeing Metal Godzilla coming out. It was like I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times. I was getting too overall. I was trying to pick out all the characters in the scene, you know. And you have to pause it. You pause it. You're like, oh yeah, that's that one. It's not good. It's not good.
That's correct. I've been lucky this lockdown. My younger brother's moved in with me, and he owns a VR set, so headset. So we've been jamming on that. Feels living Ready Player One a little bit.
So for PS3 or PS4?
No, it's for PC.
PC.
Yeah, I can't remember the brand. It's a really good quality VR set. Got a couple of years ago, but it's still in the top of the market. So
because there's one game for the PS4 came out. PS4 was the Iron Man game. I would love to play that. That'd be quite cool and start doing beams and unibeams and stuff. Anyway, so what's your favorite movie when you're growing up?
Oh, favorite movie growing up. Man, I don't know if I have one singular favorite movie. There's quite a few that jumped out. Oh, you know what I did really enjoy, or what really stuck with me was, I don't know if you've seen, do you know Tony Jaa? Yeah.
Right.
Some people
put no Bruce Lee.
The
Thai Bruce Lee.
So did you see The Protector, the movie that he did?
I think we call it Tom Yum Goong back in Thailand. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it the one with the elephant?
Yes, where he protects the elephant.
Australia? Yeah.
Yep, he goes through and protects the elephant. That blew my mind. That absolutely just turned it inside out, and I just went, "What is that?" And like the final scene. First of all, there's one scene where it's one continuous shot. You know
up the stairs. Yeah.
And he goes up 8 floors.
Yeah.
And he takes out about 60 to 70 dudes all along the way. And it's all like choreographed camera work with stunts and like, someone would fall off onto a mat, but then the camera would pan away so you don't see the mat, and then they'd move that, and then they'd look back down, and then it would be a bit of movie magic.
Man.
And that kind of gave me it set a bar for me. I was like, wow, that's the creativeness in that movie was quite incredible.
Obviously, he did the on-buck after that as well, which is like a full series thing, which is quite cool. And it's just nice seeing, like, obviously we see a lot of martial art, which is like kung fu based. And for me, being Thai, to see that kind of like Thai martial arts, on the big screen, taking center stage. I mean, obviously we had Jean-Claude Van Damme, kickboxer and stuff, but this is more traditional Thai, so it's really cool. because my whole thing about my costuming is to try to promote my Thai culture. So seeing stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that final scene that he he goes through and he just breaks everybody's bones. It's quite intense, but it's it's beautiful because it shows the martial art in such a simple form, and just over and over again. Yeah. Anyway, so that was definitely a standout movie for me.
For me, what's really cool is it was more grounded. Where sometimes you watch the Chinese martial arts, it can be a bit. I mean, nothing against wire work, those kind of stuff. They're beautiful, but this one here was, for me, was more grounded, it's more gritty, and it's more realistic. You know, he's taking people out in more like a natural way. You know, so it's quite cool.
Yeah, very real, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like sometimes a bit too real. You hear that cracking of the bones constantly. It's like, oh, this made you cringe. Like, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
it's like going to see the osteo. It's like clicking your neck and clicking your back. It's the same kind of feeling.
Yeah,
it's like oh, no thanks.
No, I go to the osteo far more than I'd like to go, but yeah, it's a necessary thing for.
Oh, you have to. Your body, like my body's grew too many sports back in the days. You know.
Yeah.
Knee and back.
That's one thing that's hard. I think having a dance career before I'm going into stunt, because my body's already quite worn through, and there's a few niggles and a few things that I have to maintain and work with rather than avoid. But because obviously you got quite a high chance of getting injured in stunts as well. So you gotta manage yourself pretty well and know how to kind of make sure the injuries don't get any bigger or blow up.
I guess it's what the hard part when my knee get better and I start to forget about it. And then when it's sore, every time you do something, you always consciously make sure you don't twist your leg this way, otherwise your knee's going to pop out. But once you get all better, you don't think about that anymore. So you start to hurt yourself. You know, and you're like, oh, so it's kind of like always keep that in the back of your mind. That, look, my knee's not as great, so make sure you look after it. They're like, let's just smash this, and oops, there you go the knees.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't realize as well when you have an injury and then say you limp around for a while, the whole rest of your body compensates for that injury. So then everything on that side will like overwork to make sure that side doesn't get injured, and then once that injury heals, then this side might start getting injured as well because
that's what I got. My right knee is my bad knee. Then the left knee, I was putting too much weight on it. Trying to compensate it. And now the left knee's buggered. It's like, oh, great. That's right. Give it 5 more years. They can 3D print me a new knee, and I'll be fine.
Yeah. No, not. Yeah, you've got too many Mulans around the corner, I'm sure. But you want to be ready.
I was saying we do the Return of the Tongue Battalion, like a zombie movie. We're coming out of the ground.
True. I'd love to be in a zombie movie. That would be next level.
That'll be the next question. What, as you said, like, if someone came to you, look, Andrew, we got $2 billion, make whatever movie you want. What would you do? What would be like your ultimate? If you like, you're in charge of this movie, you get to design all the stunt work, all the movement.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I think I would do. I don't know specifically, but I think I would go in the direction of sci-fi.
Yeah.
I really like movies that go through outer space, and I had a big attachment to Aliens.
Yeah.
As well, growing up, that was a big kind of eye opener for me. But I reckon you could do some pretty amazing. Like it's already been done with like a little bit with Jupiter Ascending, and but just in terms of that kind of, being able to play with wires and fly around and really, like a post-apocalyptic sci-fi kind of movie, I think would maybe.
Oh, Miller, you have to. Like for me, the most beautiful costume is the post-apocalyptic, where it's not so perfectly clean. It had that kind of like rusty look to it, kind of like that kind of like the grunge look to it. For me, it's for a costumer, that's the most fun you have. You get to break down a costume. I
can imagine like making like an alien costume as well. That would be pretty next level.
You make a big monster movie and get someone to move in it. Have to work on that kind of movement. That'd be kind of cool as well.
you got so much more creative freedom, I guess, in that area, don't you, as well? You kind of.
I mean, like, when I first making costume, I was like, oh, there's always rumors about the Halo movie being made, you know, but they never. But imagine like making a Halo little short ourselves and doing all those aliens like that. That'd be so cool to get a guy in a suit, you know.
Yeah,
but we'll see one day.
One day,
ideas,
$2 billion. Yeah.
Yep. So who's out there? Got $2 billion sitting our way. You get a cool post-apocalyptic space movie.
Yeah. What do we call ourselves? Spicy Ty and Andrew Design. No.
we'll make up a name. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, bro. I said, look, I told you it's almost an hour. You were like, how can we talk for an hour?
That's true. Yeah. It seems like, the hour thing was like, I don't know if I can chat about myself or, you know, whatever for an hour.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I like to keep it, just nice and casual. There's no formal structure to it. We just go with the flow and see where we end up.
Yeah, nice.
Bro.
This is my first live, so
I'm sure there'll be many more. They're like, oh, that guy's cool. Let's get him on.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, man. This has been fun. But I said, let's catch up once this lockdown finish for a beer, then we'll talk about a Nova idea. Let's do it. I'm keen there. It's gonna be, yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got
awesome.
a couple of cool filmy mates too, so I'll get them to bring their cameras along and
Oh, I said we just have a jam. That's all it is. It's just like this. Just have a jam, have a play, and if we do something cool that give you a show reel, give me a chance to make something cool. That's all. That's all it's for. Yeah.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah,
nice. Good to talk to you.
Awesome. You catch you soon. See you, man.
Yeah. Awesome. Cheers.
See you.
You.
Awesome, guys. So how cool was that? So obviously that is something different for me. Obviously, I know Andrew he came to Weta quite a while ago for a job, and it's nice to talk to someone different than just makers. So hope you guys enjoy that hour of us talking, and definitely we'll catch you today at 4:00 when I talk to Stephen. So we're doing 2 today, so make sure you tune back in about an hour and a half. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Bye.